We start with the core model of information security, the CIA triad. These three pillars, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, form the structural base of data protection. Each counters a specific threat. Confidentiality prevents unauthorized exposure. Integrity prevents improper alteration. Availability ensures systems avoid downtime. A system can maintain a flawless CIA record and still fail catastrophically. Consider an employee receiving an email with new payment routing instructions for a major supplier. The message is heavily encrypted, meeting the confidentiality requirement. A check of its hash confirms it arrived perfectly intact, proving its integrity. The mail server delivered it immediately, so availability is absolute. The security filters give the packet a green light. But the request was crafted by an attacker using a vendor deepfake, resulting in an authorized yet completely fraudulent multi-million-dollar wire transfer. The CIA triad effectively secures data access. It does not automatically guarantee digital trust in the real world. To build a system we can actually rely on, we have to look past the data itself and verify the people and actions involved. We start by proving identity and origin. This 2x2 matrix compares physical and digital information transfer. Let's look at integrity and authenticity. Integrity operates like a wax-sealed envelope. A digital signature or protected change history proves a file was not tampered with. Authenticity operates like official letterhead. By verifying sender identity and using established communication channels, we prove the source is genuinely who they claim to be. Governance requires a similar distinction between accountability and non-repudiation. Accountability tracks an action to a specific user. It functions like a physical sign-in sheet, supported by digital access logs. Non-repudiation provides undeniable evidence that an action occurred. Like a notarized contract, a time-stamped, tamper-resistant digital approval record prevents a user from legally denying their involvement later. Establishing non-repudiation requires combining multiple controls: multi-factor authentication to lock down identity, strict role-based permissions, and immutable audit trails that cannot be silently modified. If we fail to verify the genuine origin of a message, and we lack concrete evidence of who approved it, system integrity merely ensures that an attacker's fraudulent commands are executed flawlessly. This Venn diagram explores the intersection of technical rules and human impact, separating confidentiality from privacy. Confidentiality is strictly an access control mechanism. It dictates who has permission to view specific information. Privacy is a broader governance framework. It asks whether personal information should be collected, how it is used, and how long it is retained. Imagine a highly restricted university database containing sensitive student advising notes. Notice that even if we secure the database from outside access, a major security flaw remains. If the university collects excessive personal details, retains those notes indefinitely, and runs unapproved behavioral analytics on the data, the system violates privacy standards, despite having perfect confidentiality. Real privacy requires a legitimate basis for data handling. This means obtaining user consent, establishing a clear purpose, and adhering to strict data minimization, collecting only what is absolutely necessary. Confidentiality protects the organization's data from outside attackers. Real privacy protects the data subject from the organization itself. When we shift our focus from protecting data to maintaining operations, the goal moves beyond simply keeping systems online. Availability asks a binary question: is the system accessible? Resilience examines the organization's capacity to gracefully recover, adapt, and operate during the disruption, using fallbacks and alternative channels. The stakes elevate significantly when digital infrastructure connects directly to the physical world, introducing the concept of safety-aware impact. When software dictates a physical environment, a simple integrity or availability failure crosses the boundary into physical human harm. We see this intersection in medical treatment databases, city transportation grids, and building access smart locks. Securing these systems requires an explicit engineering choice between fail-safe and fail-secure design. Fail-safe design defaults to human safety during an outage. If power is cut to a building, the emergency doors automatically unlock so people can exit. Fail's secure design prioritizes protecting the restricted asset. In a server room, a power loss means the magnetic locks stay engaged to prevent unauthorized entry. When information systems control physical action, a network outage creates a life safety crisis that demands specialized architectural planning. This diagram illustrates the final mechanism needed to validate our entire security architecture: assurance. Assurance generates objective, evidence-based confidence that every security control we implement is actually functioning as designed. Security fails when we rely on weak administrative assumptions. Simply stating that system backups exist is not a control. Strong assurance-level thinking requires documented proof. We must demonstrate that backups are actively scheduled, protected, routinely tested, and empirically restorable under pressure. Without rigorous evidence, security is merely an assumption. Assumptions cannot sustain operational trust. This matrix maps information assets against their required security objectives. We do not blanket every system with every control. We map them dynamically based on context, value, and impact. A public university announcement requires strict authenticity and integrity so students know it is real and accurate. It requires zero confidentiality because it is meant to be read by everyone. An emergency contact list must be reachable during a crisis. Its primary requirements are availability and resilience above all else. A financial payment instruction carries massive fraud risk. It demands maximum authenticity, accountability, and non-repudiation to lock down identity and intent. Mapping specific controls to the specific lifecycle stages of an asset creates a comprehensive risk reduction architecture. The result is a structure where the CIA triad provides the foundation, and the extended objectives, authenticity, accountability, privacy, resilience, safety, and assurance, build upward to support a unified governance strategy. Digital trust is the emergent outcome of harmonizing these varied objectives. Cybersecurity professionals architect the complex systems of agents, identity, and resilience that allow organizations and people to operate with defensible trust.